Can you all hear me? I If you are live on here, drop reactions. Oh, I is anybody there? I Okay, I can see Dominic, I can see Esther, I can see Sarah, I can see Olabisi. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Hello, hello. I can see Victoria, I can see Adela Gold, I can see Oloye, I can see Joy. Hi, welcome to the Growth Summit. Hi, hi, Mercy. Hi, Big L. Hi, Adorable. Hello, hello. So let's go back to the group. By the group, you definitely know where I'm talking about. Let's drop it on the group that we are live. The Growth Summit is live. This number is still very, very low. See, our speaker has been waiting for us. Oh. Our speaker is like right here. So, guys, rep your country. Rep your country. Rep your country. Hi, Tolulope. Hi, Latifat. Hi, Louise. Hi, Anoluapo. Hi, Odeni today. Rep your country. Rep your country. Joy is from Nigeria. This number is still low compared to the number we have on the group. This is just 31. No, 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 no. Guys, join in. I am Mary from Ethiopia. Good to have you here. Regina is from Nigeria. Favor from Nigeria. Victoria from Nigeria. My Niger people. Someone is saying she's from United States of Abeokuta. Wow. Wow. Hi, Precious. this number is still very low. It's still very, very low. So we'll be waiting for 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Esther from Nigeria, hi. Shoma Victoria, hello. Sarah from Nigeria, hi. You too, Blessing from Nigeria, hi. Precious, hi. Hello, Dominique, you're from Nigeria. Good to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have 36 people on the live stream. This is not encouraging. Ibukoluwa from Kent and United States of Abeokuta. I see you. Ian Paul from Nigeria. Good to have you here. Felix, good to have you here. Nunu Gold from Nigeria. Good to have you here. Gloria Hayomide. Good to have you here. So if you are just joining us, you're welcome to the Growth Summit 1.0. Introduce yourself and rep your country. Hi, Juni from Ogun State. Amare, it's so good to have you here as well. The numbers are coming up. Let's join in. Let's join in. Okay, okay, okay. So peradventure you joined through probably a notification, not through the registration. Welcome to Growth Summit. Growth Summit is an online digital conference summit created to, empower professionals in the digital economy. And we created the Growth Summit to, have a space for learning, for connection, to have real conversations. Yeah. So you're welcome once again. Bukola, good to have you here. Good to have you here. So we have 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, though this number is still very low. I'm guessing, I don't know. So a quick one, what are your expectations for this night? I want to see it in the live chat. What do you expect to gain? What are your expectations? Prisma Plays, it's good to have you here. What are your expectations? Seven, it's good to have you here. All the way from Ethiopia. Comfort, it's good to have you here. Tolulope, you're from Niger. It's good to have you here. Hello, Francis from Nigeria. Hello, Emmanuel. Welcome to the Growth Summit. So I asked us a question. What are your expectations? This is already 8:10. What are your expectations? Am I audible? Can we all hear me? Betty from Nigeria, you're welcome. Okay, thank you. Okay. You said Joy said my expectation is to learn something new. Divine, you're welcome. Okay, so once again, I welcome you all to the Great Summit. If peradventure you joined through, probably the live came up, pop up on your phone, you're welcome to the Great Summit. So you will be seeing the registration link in the live chat. So it's very important to register, and that is because of seamless processing of your certificate. There's a certificate for everyone that attends this summit. So when you see the registration link, if you've not registered, please do so. Make sure you do so. Thank you. So right now, I'll be bringing up our speaker, and before I do that, I'll be reading her bio. Are we excited? Okay, so I can still see some expectations. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. I think the network is, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Keep it coming. So before I read the bio of our speaker, what is the name of today's speaker? Can someone, or let me see it in the chat box. I want us to echo her name. What is the name of today's speaker? I'm waiting on all of us. I'm waiting. Marvelous Benjamin. Marvel. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so somebody is personalizing Marvelous. My coach. Okay. Hi, Emmanuel. Good to have you here. Yeah, her name is Marvelous Benjamin. So right now I'll be reading her bio. Marvelous Benjamin is a Christian, a tech professional, a virtual assistant, and a digital portfolio creator with over 5 years of experience in technology and 3 years in virtual assistance. She is a computer science graduate. She's widely known for helping individuals and businesses stay organized, streamline their systems, and scale their digital presence. She specializes in building automations that simplify workflows and improve overall team efficiency. She also builds digital portfolios for individuals that position them strategically and land them real job opportunities. Marvelous leads a global community of over 140 plus virtual assistants and social media managers, where she actively tutors and mentors members through her guidance. People across different niches have built professional portfolios that have translated into real job opportunities. She also serves as a community advocate in the Queen Harriet Circle, a thriving community of over 1,000 tech professionals and social media managers trained through various academics. Marvelous remains committed to empowering digital professionals to adopt smarter systems, grow their skills, and build sustainable careers. So, with a round of applause, I want to be seeing reactions. Let's welcome our speaker for tonight, Marvelous Benjamin. Hi, Marvelous.
Hello, good evening. I'm so happy
Good
to be here. Good
evening.
evening, good evening.
Good evening. I can see a round of
Can you hear me
applause.
clearly?
Oh,
Am
you
I
people. Hey,
audible enough?
yes, you are.
Is it
Can
my
we
own
all
net?
hear
I'm not
Marvelous?
hearing you
I
clear.
want us to
But am I
confirm that we can hear.
audible?
Yes, you are. You are very audible.
Okay, okay.
Please,
Thank you.
I want to know in the
Thank
live
you.
chat, can you hear Marvelous? Hello, Marvelous. Okay, I think let's keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Someone is saying she never disappoints with the cap. Please, I want us to confirm that we can hear Marvelous. Not so clear. Okay, Rita says she can hear her. Emmanuel, please check that it is not from your side. Okay, I think she's trying to join back. Wow, I think that our network is having issues. She's not live.
Okay, am I very audible now?
Can we all hear her now? Okay, Adela Godu, you can hear her. Please let's confirm that we can hear her so that she
Okay.
can go ahead with the training.
Am I very audible now?
Okay, yeah, so Marvelous, you have the floor. So I want us to listen attentively. Get your notepad, write, make sure you are writing. Make sure you are writing.
I think you should keep that
All
light
right,
at my back.
Marvelous, over to you.
All right, everybody. I think I should open. Let me open the chat on my own end so I can see you guys talk. Um. All right. Please just drop hello in the chat. If you can hear me, just say hello. I can. Just drop me a hello. I can in the chat. Hear me? right, thank you very much. So let's get right into the. Good evening, everybody. So today, I want to say for you to have registered for this webinar and be in attendance, that's your first step to success. So tomorrow, if you're asking for your success story, this should be the first thing you'd say that, oh, you attended this webinar and you learnt a lot. Okay. So today I'm going to be taking you guys through a particular subtopic in the course of this summit. Like the title says, AI powered virtual assistants, right? Every time people say, oh, AI will take your job, as a virtual assistant, you have to level up. AI will take your job. If you're not serious, AI will take. At the point, I was like, AI should kuku come and take the job. Let all of us rest, because it felt like we were no longer breathing. It was like they were choking us with AI will take your job. Every minute you're hearing AI will take your job. AI will take your job, right? But today I've come to say to you that as a virtual assistant who is AI powered, you are AI knowledge inclined, AI cannot replace you. Okay. So, like the title of the webinar says, how to stay relevant and increase your value in 2026. Right. And today I'm going to be talking on understanding AI as a productivity partner and not a replacement. If you can still hear me, give me just react. If you can still hear me, just react. If you can still hear me, just react. Okay. All right. So let's continue. So today I'm going to be explaining how AI can serve as your productivity partner and not a replacement. So first of all, I want you to picture it like this. I want you to picture it like this. There are times that people say AI will replace you as a virtual assistant. But now, I just want you to change your mentality. If you're here and you're scared, right? That's the problem. Most people are scared that, oh, I will get replaced by AI one day. I know email management. I'm still trying to learn a lot of things as a virtual assistant. AI can replace me, and you're still learning. The first thing I want you to replace at the back of your mind, in fact, at the front of your mind, is that AI cannot replace you if you know how to use AI. So if you understand how to use AI as your partner, as your friend, as a productivity tool, you cannot be replaced. So the virtual assistants who are going to be replaced by AI are only those who don't know what they are doing, or rather, I would rather say those who don't know how to use and leverage AI. Okay, so let's get right into it. I have a 7 slide presentation for today. I'll go through each slide and I will explain while at it. All right. Okay, so now on the first slide, I said the fear is real. To be honest, like our speaker said when she was introducing me, I've had the opportunity to teach in different academies. I've taught in different academies and tutor in my community as well. And I've come to, every time I have communication and discussions with virtual assistants, I've come to realize a lot of virtual assistants are seriously scared that AI will replace them, right? It's not even a thing of, oh, maybe I'm not, many people are scared that AI will replace them. And I just want to explain to you that AI cannot replace you if you know how to use AI. That's the first thing you need to have at the back of your mind. Now, a lot of headlines say AI will replace virtual assistants. Most of the tasks virtual assistants do, after all, they are admin tasks. A lot of those tasks can be automated. As someone who does automation, there are a lot of admin tasks that can be automated, yes, but that doesn't mean that AI can replace you. Let's keep going. Some people say, oh, maybe because AI just start getting into view, people are just learning of AI, that we should not worry. After 2 years, before 2 years is over, AI will take over. Virtual assistants will not have opportunities. That's not the truth, okay? That's what headlines say, that's what people say. But what they never tell you is, number one, AI can never be able to manage a difficult client. Okay, it's not possible. It requires that human feel to be able to manage a difficult client. In fact, as a human, there are times where you have clients that can frustrate you, right? You have clients who you give option A to Z, they pick option B, and when you're done working with option B, they say, no, this is not what I want. And then you have to either start again or you just feel really frustrated. Now, for you to be able to engage with those clients, for you to be able to talk with those clients, for you to be able to reach a point of agreement with those clients, you can only achieve it by emotional intelligence. Now, it's only a human that actually have emotions. AI is emotionless. So you see, if you know how to manage a difficult client, you don't even have a reason to fear. If you learn emotional intelligence as one of the skills virtual assistants are expected to have, then you should not worry about AI replacing you, because AI will not be able to replace you. Now, the second point, AI cannot make a judgment call. What is a judgment call? Okay, there are times that you have issues with your client and you want to resolve it. AI cannot do that. Most of you who use AI, you can relate to me that when you're talking with AI just keeps yapping. It keeps talking and talking. Someone made a post recently and she said, I'm tired of ChatGPT. That ChatGPT just keeps, indulging her, keeps talking. And she's like, can you just rest? You know, this thing that you can, maybe for example, you ask AI, oh, can you define virtual assistance for me? AI will give you a definition. Then at the end, you say, do you want me to also mention the types? I did not ask you. So AI, after that, when you answer, when you say, okay, mention the types, it will give you the list. Then the next thing to say, do you want me to categorize them into groups? That's the least AI can do. Just it keeps giving you suggestions, but AI cannot make a judgment call. It cannot have that discussion you have with your client when you feel like, oh, they are overworking you, or when you feel like they're not acknowledging your work. AI cannot be able to do that. It only takes the human field, you as a human being, you as a professional virtual assistant, to show up and do that part of the work, right? Now, another thing they never tell you is that AI cannot read the room or genuinely care. You see this one? This is it. Like, in fact, I feel like this is one of the points I used to defeat people whenever they say AI will replace me as a virtual assistant. I'm like, the AI should, oh yeah, now it should come and replace me. Let me see the replacement. But right, AI cannot read the room. Have you ever had a client that you send couple of messages to and they don't respond to you? It's 1 week. You're not getting responses. AI will keep yapping. I promise you. AI will keep, if you have an automated bot, it will keep sending you messages and go on and on and on. But as a virtual assistant who is emotionally intelligent, right, a skilled professional, what you can do is to message your client and say, "Oh, I'm going to pause sending you messages for now. I genuinely pray you are fine. I genuinely wish you're fine. Please let me know when you see this message." You can also send them emails, but that is you reading the room. You know when to not overstep your boundary. You know when to talk and when to relax. You know when to genuinely care. You know when to say, oh, I feel like you've been working a lot. Where can I step in? Okay. You know when your client is stressed and tired. AI works only with the information is provided. What does that mean? If your client is stressed and your client does not let AI know, let's assume your client is working with AI, a client is working with AI. If the client does not let AI know that it is stressed, AI in quotes will not be able to dictate the stress level. But you as a human, that's your advantage. So the next time someone says, oh, AI will replace you, tell them, oh, that's fine. Let the AI come and replace me. AI cannot read the room. It cannot genuinely care. It just does what it's asked to do based on the automated responses it has been programmed with. Okay. Now, the last but not the least that you are never told is that AI needs a skilled human to review its work. I'll give you a typical example. I had a client I started working with sometime last year, October. It's been 6 months. The client is a very intelligent woman. She's a Nigerian diaspora. So she reached out to me. In fact, how did I get the opportunity? Sorry, I'm going to give you a lot of story because that's how I teach. I'm not a lecturer. Okay, so the woman reached out to me when we had our last interview. I had my note taker, which is Otter AI, OTTER, join the call. So Otter AI joined the call, and in the course of the meeting, she says, I noticed her own note taker, which happened to be Otter AI as well, joined the call. So she was like, oh, your note taker is Otter AI. I said, yes, I use it to take my meeting notes. I use it for transcription. This is why if you're a virtual assistant, you have to be smart. Your brain has to be working. If there's anything beyond 247, that's how fast your memory should be working. So immediately she said it, I said that, okay, that somehow me and this woman we are relating. I have to use this advantage, I have to leverage this opportunity. So when she said it, I went ahead, I started yapping. I was like, oh, yes, I use Otter AI for transcriptions, for note taking. I always make sure it joins my meetings. Of course, I ask my clients and my team members on the call before I let it join. She was so impressed. She was like, oh, that's beautiful. Then I think I found the person. I was like, say no, mama, it's me. Yes. I'm the one for the job. Because why do you want to leave me and look for someone else? Right? And that was it. She said, oh, I even have a task I want you to do using Otter AI. I've had the note taker transcribe interviews I had with people, but I need it to be edited. Why? Because AI was not able to capture every single wording the interviews she had, the interviewers, those people she interviewed, the AI wasn't able to capture everything they said. So it's either AI losed out on the name of the person speaking or a word the person said because of accent and a lot of other reasons. Now that was where she needed me as a skilled human to come in. I had to come in. I reviewed the work. I went through the transcripts. I edited the work. I had to sit down and listen to the difference in the voice tone, right? So the way we are speaking now, for example, I speak and Adebola speaks, I realized that, oh, it's Adebola that spoke, it's me that spoke. I was able to have that distinct future. Why? Because I am human. AI is not that very intelligent yet. Okay, let's just say yet, not yet. So AI always needs a skilled human to review its work. That's the reason why I see some people who write articles. I saw a post that someone made recently. The person took a screenshot on a newsletter, on a newspaper, sorry, and posted. So on the newspaper, they were trying to explain a topic, right? Apparently, the person who wrote the news copied the information from AI. So at the end of AI, any AI at all you use, you always see something like, if this works for you, for example, if this works for you, I can turn it into a document, that kind of thing. So it had that line. The person copied everything and pasted it in. So apparently, what happened was that that person must have asked AI. Maybe the person was not careful enough to review the document. That is where a skilled human being comes in. So the next time someone says AI is going to replace you, let them know that AI will not be able to review work and different projects like you can as a human. Okay. So like I said on the last part of the slide, I said stop asking, will AI replace me? Rather start asking, how do I use AI to become irreplaceable? That's where the difference comes in. That is what bridges the gap. So stop asking, stop panicking that AI will replace you. What you should start thinking is, how can I leverage AI? How can I use AI to become irreplaceable? How can I integrate AI into my work? How can I use AI to function for my clients? There was a time I had a meeting with my client. She said, she just gave me a scope, an idea of what she wanted. And she said, oh, can you prepare presentation slides? Guess what? I went into AI, I typed in presentation slides. He gave me everything in less than a few minutes of our meeting. And she was like, oh, I'm so impressed. This is beautiful. How did you get it? I said, I did the work. You don't need all that information. I did the work. It's not the work you want to be done. I've done it. I delivered, right? I did what you want. Exactly. You don't have to panic. You don't have to worry. Okay, AI is there to work with you. Like I said earlier, you need to understand that AI is not here to replace you. Rather, AI is here to serve as your productivity partner. A partner is someone who walks down the road with you, regardless of anything. That's what AI is there for. Okay, so I believe that with these few points of mine, I've been able to let you know that your fear shouldn't be your fears. Your worry rather should be how to use AI to become irreplaceable, and not if AI will replace you. So let's continue. Now we are in section 3 of this slide. Now, what is AI? Right? What exactly is AI? A lot of times we hear AI will replace you. If you know how to use AI, you scale. But most of us don't even know what actually AI is. Okay. So I have two different analogies here for you. I just stated them. I believe that it would help in explaining what you need. Now, the first analogy is the intern analogy. Okay, I call it the intern analogy, and the second one I call it the gym analogy. Now, what is the intern analogy? I'll read what I have on the slide and I'll explain. So like I said on this slide, I said think of AI like a very fast, very well read intern. I'll take it again. Think of AI like a very fast, because we all agree that AI is what? Very fast. In few minutes, it's done the work, it's that's provided you with what you need, right? So think of AI like a very fast, very well read intern. Now, what does AI do? Imagine AI has read millions of emails and documents. So they actually now have a pattern of knowledge. Do you guys realize what's happening? They have a pattern of knowledge. So imagine you have an intern that gets to start working with you. You bring a lot of documents, you bring files, they go through, they see there's a pattern. Oh, this person works this way. They have meeting from this time to this time. This is how they talk. They sound professional. They post more on X. They are building their brand. They show up more on LinkedIn. Oh, they are running a business. AI has seen the pattern. Why? By what you show them, okay? Now I said you tell them what you need. I'm giving the intern analogy, right? So for an intern, you tell them what you need and they give you a first draft in few seconds. So if you ever have someone work with you as an intern, you'll be able to relate to this very well. You tell an intern what you need because of course they even want to impress you, because of course an intern wants to make you happy so you can retain them, right? You give them any work to do, they get it done in few seconds and they deliver. But now, what you don't forget is that an intern still needs you to review the work, right? Whether an intern does the work or not, it still needs you to review the work. Okay, an intern does not know your client personally. Yes, so if you have a client, your intern doesn't know, it doesn't have all of that details. It doesn't have your relationship history. It doesn't have sensitive context behind the message you're assigning to it. So you, at the end of the day, you still, you who is the original owner of the document, of the work, or whatever it is you need the AI to do for you, always have to step in. Okay, now this is the intern analogy. Now let's look at the gym analogy. Think of AI like a gym with equipment. Imagine a room that you have gym materials well situated. There are a lot of equipment, there are a lot of gadgets. You know that the equipment does not make you fit, right? If you go to the gym right now and the equipment's there, you just admire the equipment. Oh, this equipment is so beautiful. This lift is so heavy. It looks beautiful. You know, you just look at it. You admire the structure. Oh, there is this here, there is this. When you're done admiring all of that thing, it doesn't make you fit. That you went to the gym to admire the gym equipment does not make you fit. What makes you fit? You have to show up. You have to use those equipments with intention. You have to put in the actual work to be able to get things done. That is how AI works. AI is a tool, and tools does not replace skilled hands. The only thing the AI can do as a tool is to what? Amplify your skilled hands. Are we still together? If you've gotten to this point and you understand what I've said so far, give me a reaction. Thank you. I would go on. Now, this is our fourth slide. Okay. Now, in this fourth slide, we are going to be looking at what AI can do and what AI cannot do. Because the truth is that whether we accept it or not, there are things AI can do, right? And there are still things AI cannot do. Like I said in the subheading, I said working with reality, not fear and not hype. What do I mean? Working, having the mindset and that in reality check that there are things AI can do. I'm not going to negate the fact that AI can do certain things, right? But then I'm not scared. I'm not scared that AI will replace me. I'm not scared that AI will do my own job. I'm not afraid of, oh, the hype people are giving AI that. Ah, have you seen Claude AI? Have you used Jenny AI? I'm not scared of the hype. I just realized that AI can actually do certain things in my work, right? So it's not me to be scared that AI can do certain things. What do? I take what those things AI can do, I integrate it into what I can do by learning how to use AI to do those things. I'll say it again. Instead of me to be scared of what AI can do for me or can do in my work, I would rather what take the knowledge and integrate into what I can do. So in other words, I would use AI to do my work and be more effective and more efficient. Now let's see what AI can do. Number one, AI can draft emails. Yes, it can draft captions and reports in split seconds. You as a human, you may sit down and start thinking, oh, what will I reply to this email? You can just copy that email, paste it in AI, any AI type, and it will draft captions, reports, replies, everything in seconds. I'm not even saying minutes. It's that fast, okay? And that the AI can do is that it can transcribe meetings and pull out action points. The best AI for this is what? Otter AI. The best. It will transcribe meetings, it will give you the summary of the meeting, it will give you the action points, everything can be provided to you in few minutes. Okay. And that the AI can do is that it can research topics and compile information quickly. Okay. To research topics, you can use AI types like Jenny AI. Okay. And that thing AI can do is that it can generate multiple versions of content for you to choose from. AI can generate multiple versions of content. All you need to do is to what? Choose from them. So once the AI has come to stay, exactly, AI has come to stay. It's not going anywhere. So the best you can do for yourself is to what? Leverage AI. That's the best you can do. Now, that the AI can do is that it can handle repetitive pattern-based tasks without getting tired. As a virtual assistant, there are times where I get exhausted. Oh, I'm tired. I've been walking. I'm exhausted. AI does not get tired. Why? It's not human. It doesn't have flesh and blood running through its vein. It's a machine that works based on the programming it has been given. Now, What can AI not do? What AI cannot do is your leverage as a virtual assistant, okay? What AI can do should be your advantage. I would say it again. What AI cannot do is your leverage as a virtual assistant. In other words, what AI cannot do is what you should place your hands on and do it very well to still stand out in the virtual assistant field. Then what AI can do, on the other hand, is your own advantage. Why? If you learn how to use AI to do it, you will be more effective, more efficient, and more productive. Now, what can AI not do? Number one, AI can understand your client's personality and history. I have different clients I work with. I know how I speak to them. I know when to speak to them. I know when to message them. I know how to, touch that emotional part of them. I know how to get to speak with them. AI cannot do that. Secondly, AI cannot take accountability when something goes wrong. In fact, most times you can try it when you're chatting with your AI and you say, "Oh, this information you provided me is not what I need." It will just tell you, "Oh, okay. So is this one rather, or should I go ahead with this?" It may not even tell you, "Oh, I'm sorry," right? And even if you say sorry, that's not just taking accountability. As a virtual assistant who is a human and a skilled professional, you take accountability, you accept that you did something wrong, you now point out what you can do to solve that problem. AI cannot do that. And that AI cannot do is that it cannot read cultural nuance, it doesn't have humor. Neither does it have emotional tone. It doesn't. AI cannot make strategic decisions for you, especially when it comes to business. AI cannot do that. AI cannot build trust, loyalty, or a genuine professional relationship. No. AI cannot do that. Okay. So, like I said you live in that gap, and that is your professional home. So, I will take it again. What AI cannot do is your advantage as a virtual assistant. You should leverage it. Okay. What AI cannot do, leverage it, build on it, make sure that you get better in that aspect. Then, what AI can do, use it to your advantage, use it for your work, and you see that you'll be more effective and more productive. Now, slide 4 of our file, I said AI as a productivity partner. We're going to be looking at 6 high impact use cases you use for your daily virtual assistant workflow. So these use cases I mentioned, they are use cases that you always use as a virtual assistant, right? These are major things you do as a virtual assistant. Number one, email drafting. So for email drafting, you can always leverage ChatGPT or Gemini. Okay. For email drafting, you can always leverage ChatGPT or Gemini. Okay. Now, the second thing AI can do for you that you can leverage AI for is meeting summaries. Okay, you can use Otter AI or Fireflies for taking meeting notes and meeting summaries. Now, the third thing you can use AI for is tax and reports. I don't know how many of you know, but if you know how to use the Notion app, okay, you can use Notion AI. Notion has an AI integrated tool that is so beautiful. Notion AI can help you draft a data board, create a database, create a dashboard. It can help you to organize files. It can help you to do a lot of things. So if you've not used Notion AI, you should check it out after the class. Just go to your Notion app and you will see the Notion AI bar, the Notion AI menu bar on the left sidebar of your screen. Okay. Then we also have ClickUp AI. ClickUp also has an AI integrated to it. Okay, you can also use ClickUp AI. Now, another thing you can use AI for is social media content. Anytime you want to put out a social media content, go to use Canva AI. That's one of the best you can use. Canva has an AI integrated to it. With Canva AI, you can resize any design you make. You can change your color without even having to drag and drop. Canva AI can help you design a full flyer. Just give you details. Oh, I want to create a flyer for this event. The name of the speaker is Marvelous Benjamin. The time is 8 to 10 p.m. The venue and location is YouTube. Everything. Canva AI will design a full flyer for you, and you're going to be wowed. A full graphic. So those of you who are social media managers, social media virtual assistants, you're looking at leveraging Canva more, explore Canva AI. You'll be glad you learned it today. Now, for customer support, AI can give you template responses. But this is one thing I always say: don't be someone who does copy and paste. Some of you, if AI gives you anything now, you just do copy and you go and paste it, dump it for your client. Don't act that way, okay? That makes your client not to trust you. Please don't do that. Don't be someone who does copy and paste. Whenever AI gives you a template response, whenever AI gives you anything at all, any information at all, Please review it and add that human touch. You're human. Let us feel that touch that, oh, this was written by a human being. Even if all of us know that you used AI, we know because this is not 1996 now. Yeah, so we all know that most of us, most times your response is AI, but at least just don't rub it on our face. Don't make it too obvious. Add that human touch. Sprinkle a little salt, a little pepper, a little maggi, add a little vegetable on top. Let's know that it's a human that wrote it. Okay. Now the last but not the least use case virtual assistant always use AI for is what? Research work. You see, research, you can't run from it. No matter who your client is, a time will come when you will need to make certain researches for your client. You will need to also write down this research. One of the best AIs I recommend for this is Jenny AI. Jenny AI, one of the best. The best AI I recommend for you, Jenny AI. If you've not used it before, if you've not heard of it, try it out, okay? Jenny AI. So, like I said on the slide, I said in every use case, AI handles the heavy prep work. I'll say it again. In every of these use case I've mentioned now, what AI does is that it handles what? The heavy part of the work. It does a lot of the heavy lifting for you. So what would you now do as a virtual assistant? You bring judgment, you bring quality control, and you add the relationship. That's where the human touch comes in. Don't do copy and paste. I beg in the name of God. Don't do copy and paste, please. That's what distinguishes you as a smart virtual assistant and skilled professional from someone who is just learning on the job. Okay. So let's continue. Now, this is section 5. This is the fifth slide of our document rather. And on this document slide, I said your 5 human superpowers. Now, the reason I added this slide is because I want us to bring it home. I want you to understand that if you don't work on these 5 human superpowers, if you don't establish them, AI will take your job. That's when you'll be replaced. Yeah, it's the truth. If you don't work on these 5 human superpowers, AI will replace you. Now, these superpowers cannot be installed, they cannot be downloaded, they cannot be automated. They are not they are not tasks that you can ask AI to just do and to get it done. No. Okay. It's not the same thing. Now, what are these 5 human superpowers? Number one, judgment and decision making. Okay. When it comes to judgment and decision making, you as a virtual assistant will be the one to do that for your client. AI will not do that for you. Are we together? AI cannot do that for you. So you be the one when two things are urgent, when you have two different tasks to do and they are urgent, you're the one who will make the call. You're the one who will let your client know that this one should be treated before this, or I can handle this before this. You'll be the one to make those decisions, not AI. Okay. When something feels off, you're the one who will flag it. Oh, you're managing a client's account and you notice that someone is trying to hack into the account. AI would not know. AI will even be chatting with the person. Oh, do you need the password? Oh, should I give you a clue or hint of what the password may be? Do you need a date of birth? But as a virtual assistant, who is a skilled professional, a human, this is where you come in. This is your own advantage. So what do? If you don't know how to take solid decisions before, you need to build on it. It should be a skill that you should be able to stand and make solid decisions. That is where your superpower comes in as a human. Now, the second human superpower you have as a virtual assistant is managing client relationships. You see, if you're able to hack this skill, if you're able to manage client relationships, best believe that you've made it. Yes, you have to be about 10, you're going to be 10 steps ahead of others. You know why? If you manage your client relationship well, aside from AI being able to replace you, you have your client at your beak and call. Like, you have your clients with you. They now believe in you, they trust what you're doing, they genuinely care. And guess what? They will recommend you to many other people. That's the truth. They are going to recommend you to many other people. So, like I said on the slide, your best clients stay because of how you make them feel. You make them feel like you're trustworthy, they believe that they can trust you, they would stay. They would want to keep working with you. They would want to renew the contract. They want to refer you to people. If they see that you're consistent, you're not someone who will say, "Oh, I'll deliver this work by 2," and you deliver it by 6. You're already spoiling your client relationship. Okay. And that thing is, your clients want to see that you genuinely care. Oh, does this person even care about me, as they say? Or is it just about the money? Do they just work and get paid? No. That client relationship, AI cannot keep it. So you as a virtual assistant, you should be able to what? Build your client relationships, okay? Now, the third human superpower you have as a virtual assistant is cultural and contextual intelligence. What do we mean? You as a human being, you understand culture, you understand language patterns, you understand professional norms that the global AI does not understand. What do we mean? You have a client who maybe they have something traditionally they want you to work on. As a human being, you understand culture. You can easily talk, you can even have a conversation with the client. Like, you understand this thing, you understand the language patterns, you understand how all of those things function. You're culturally inclined and intelligent, you can work. But no matter how global an AI is, yes, can an AI interpret languages? It can. But you see that feel that the human brings to it, AI cannot do it. Now, the fourth human superpower you have as a human virtual assistant, I'm saying human virtual assistant, like there's any superpower or artificial virtual assistant. But as a human being, another superpower you have is quality control and accountability. Quality control and accountability. What do I mean? Every output you work on has your name on it. Okay. So that professional accountability is what builds your reputation. Please, if you're here and you're one of those people who always overpromise your clients, I want to beg you to please stop doing that from today. One of the mottos I have is it's always better for you to underpromise your clients and overdeliver than you overpromise and underdeliver. What do I mean? Oh, your client gives you a task and they ask, when will this be ready? And you go ahead and start yapping that, oh, I'll get it done in 2 days. No problem. We've heard now. Maybe you said 2 days. Then, after 2 days, we not hear anything from you. Your client reaches out, what's happening? You say, oh, I'm not done yet. And then you now get it done in 1 week. You see your reputation, you're dragging it to the mud. You see trust, it has packed its things, left the group chat and blocked the admins. I'm telling you for free. So please don't be a virtual assistant who over promises and under delivers. It's always better you say, I'll get this done in 2 days and you finish in 1 day. That is much safer than over promising and under delivering. Now, the fifth human superpower that you have as a virtual assistant is proactive problem solving. What does it mean to be proactive? Let's break it down. Being proactive is you being able to foresee issues before they even come. Now, what's problem solving? The problems have now come, you're able to tackle them and get it solved. So you're able to see problems before they happen and you're able to bring ideas to the table. So when your client is saying, when someone asks your client, oh, what's this person even bringing to the table? You're saying, oh, I'm going, this, your client can boast that you're bringing ideas to the table. If I think of anything and I call out to this person, she will be able to actualize this vision and bring it to life. That is what makes you stand out as a virtual assistant. AI cannot do that. Okay, that's what makes you deeply valuable. Okay, so like I said on the footer of the slide, your job is not to do everything anymore. Your job is to ensure that everything is done and done excellently well. Are we together? So there are things AI can do for you, but you bring the excellence to the table. Now let's look at the sixth slide. On slide 6, simple workflows that you can start with. Okay, simple workflows that you can start with. Please, if you understand what I've said so far, give me a reaction. If you are with me and you understand what I've said so far, give me a reaction. If you're with me, give me a reaction. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, so let's continue. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So let's continue now. Now, this is slide 6 of our presentation, right? And I said here, simple workflows you can start with tomorrow. So if you're here and peradventure, you did not know a lot of all these AI types, or you don't even know how to set up workflows that can work for you, these are simple workflows you can start with from tomorrow. Okay, from tomorrow you can start with these workflows. Number one, the email draft loop. Okay, so this is one thing you need to do as a virtual assistant. You need to learn how to use AI to work for you. When it comes to drafting emails, when it comes to responding to emails, you can use AI to solve all of those problems. Now, somebody may be asking me how. So let me explain how. Number one, you can open ChatGPT or Gemini. They are both free. Okay. You can open ChatGPT or Gemini. When you open ChatGPT or Gemini, make sure you type out your bullet points or the desired tone. Like, let your AI know exactly how you want to function. Are we together? Let your AI know exactly how you want to function. Type your bullet points. Oh, for example, you want AI to draft an email response to, let me say, to a real estate agent, and you want it to, number one, provide a list of, provide maybe five property listings you've been able to find. You add it to the bullet point. You want it to sound like it's a human and sound friendly, but still has a desired tone, right? So whatever it is, make sure that when you open your AI, don't just say type me an email draft for an email agency. No, don't do that. Type out your bullet points. List those bullet points of whatever you want the AI to do for you, and add your desired tone. Okay, what tone do you want AI to speak in? Do you want it to be professional? Do you want it to be strictly professional? Do you want it to be friendly but still professional? Do you want it to sound like it resonates with your client, without your client feeling like your information on them? So whatever desired tone you want, add it to that point. Now when you're done with all of that and you send in the message, your ChatGPT will provide you, that's your ChatGPT or Gemini, any AI you're using, it will provide you with email draft. So what's the next thing you do? Read the drafts. Please don't be among those virtual assistants who don't read what AI gives to them. Please don't do that. Read it. Always make sure you read. Okay, read the draft. When you're done reading the draft, edit whatever it is that sounds off. If you feel anything sounds off, please edit. Oh, maybe AI went extreme with a conversation or a paragraph, edit it. Always make sure to edit. Okay, if you want AI to give you a different message, you can still send it another, you can send another response to it. Okay, you can send another response like, oh, everything you gave me was okay, but paragraph 3, I would love paragraph 3 to be refined a little to suit my client better. You can always what? Give AI an alternative response to work on. Then when you're done, send whatever it is you prepared, whatever email draft you've prepared. You can send it or you can schedule it to be sent later. I believe a lot of us here know about email management, right? When you're using an email, any email type at all, whether Outlook, Microsoft Outlook, or Yahoo Mail, or Google or Gmail, right? You can schedule. So you can just schedule and you send later. Okay. So assuming you are thinking of any simple workflow to start with, number one is what? The email draft loop. Now the second workflow you can start working with from tomorrow is the meeting summary system. How can you get this one done? You can enable transcription in Zoom or Google Meet. So when you join a meeting, your note taker can join the call with you. If you're using Otter AI, let it join the call with you. If you're using Fireflies, let it join the call with you. Okay, so make sure you enable transcription in your Zoom meeting or your Google Meet meeting. When you've gotten that, paste the transcript into ChatGPT after the meeting. Okay, most times you get a transcribed message, but then if you still want AI to help you do a lot of cleanups and work better, you can paste that transcript into ChatGPT or any AI of your choice, and then ask it to what? Prompt it to summarize whatever it is the transcript says, and also list the major action items. Okay, now when you get that done, always make sure you review it. Don't copy and paste. Please review it, go over it, check what can you remove, what can you add, what should you subtract, what should you multiply. Okay, make sure you review it, clean it up, then you can send to your client in 5 minutes. So after every meeting, make sure that you send your client the meeting notes. Okay, make sure you send your client the meeting transcript. That is what makes you valuable as a virtual assistant. If there's any point they missed or anything they are forgetting, they can be reminded of it when they get your transcript. Okay, now the third thing we have here is the content idea bank. That's the third workflow. This particular one, I'm going to be laying so much emphasis on it because I've realized that a lot of virtual assistants don't show up online, which is not good. Give me a second, please. Deuter, Deuter. All right, can you guys hear me now?
Okay, so while she's trying to fix that, can we drop what we've learned so far in the live chat while we're waiting for her?
I'm back. Can you guys hear me now? Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. A reaction rather. Okay. Ademola, can you hear me? Ademola, can you hear me? Hello. Okay, okay, all right, all right. So let's continue. So I'm talking about the content idea bank now, right? That's the third workflow you can set up from tomorrow. Now, how can you get this done? You can prompt ChatGPT to give you post ideas. Okay. Now, this is how I personally work on mine. For every month, in fact, most times I do weekly because every Sunday evening I just sit down, I map out contents, I review them, right? So I could go to ChatGPT and I'll ask for content ideas. Oh, this is what I do. Can you give me some ideas as revolves around some of these content types? Okay. When I list all of those things, when ChatGPT gives me all of that, I will now pick the best. So when ChatGPT gives me all of that, I'll now pick the best. When I pick the best, I will adjust the tune to match my brand and what I do. Okay. So I pick the best and I let so if I pick the best, I will adjust the tune to what? To match my brand, right? As a tech virtual assistant, there are certain keywords I use. I'll make sure that those keywords don't lack, right? I'll just work on it. I'll adjust it. That's where the human touch comes in. And you can use ChatGPT for this. Very, very important. You can always use ChatGPT for this. Now, to pick the best and adjust your tune. When you're done with that, what do you do next? Very good. Me now. I'm so sorry. I just learned that you guys can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Okay, okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm glad you can hear me now. Apologies. So I was talking about the content I bank, right? That's what I was talking about. And I said you can prompt ChatGPT to give you about 20 post ideas. So those of you who have been trying to shop online, if you're thinking of how to shop, ChatGPT can do that for you. So when ChatGPT gives you those ideas, make sure you pick the best. You can pick randomly the ones you prefer. Then you adjust the tune to match your brand. When you adjust the tune to match your brand, you can now schedule your post. We have different tools you can use to schedule your post. We have Buffer, we have Latter. We have the free plans. So with the free plans, you can work effectively without bothering about anything. Okay. And then when you're done with that, you will see that you don't have a full month of content strategy. You can also go to Notion and create a content calendar, right? So on the content calendar, you have what you want to talk about, the days and the time. That helps you to stay very organized as a virtual assistant. If you have a client, you can also do the same for your client as well. Are we together? So, like I said on the slide, pro tip, I said don't learn every tool at once. Okay, don't learn every tool at once. Just pick one use case that stresses you the most, start there, get comfortable, then you can expand. All right, so just pick one. If email drafts is the one that stresses you more, you choose that one. If preparing meeting summary stresses you more, you choose that one. If creating content stress you more, you choose that one. So all you need to do is to start, get comfortable with any particular tool you've learned, and then you keep expanding. All right. Okay. So now the last slide I have here before I start taking your questions is this. Okay. So now, to wrap up this slide, I said here, I'm going to give people a couple quotes, right? Number one, I said the VAs who will thrive in 2026 and beyond are not the ones who know the most tools. They are the ones who bring the most humanity. I'll take it again. The virtual assistants who will thrive in 2026 and beyond are not the ones who know the most tools. They are the ones who bring the most humanity. So you can know so many tools, but if you're not able to have that human touch when it comes to building relationships with your clients, you're not proactive in thinking, you're not a problem solver, you're not going to thrive as a virtual assistant. Okay. Now, another thing I want to leave you with is this: as a virtual assistant, AI is your advantage. Don't get scared that AI will get you replaced. AI will only replace virtual assistants who don't know how to use AI. Okay, so I have a call to action I added for you on the slide. I said this week, pick one task you find repetitive and draining. Try using one AI tool to help you with that task this week. Notice the time that that task has helped you to free up. When you find out the time you've been able to free up, now use that freed up time to invest in a deeper client relationship. And to wrap up for tonight, before I take your questions, I would love to encourage you and say, since you showed up tonight, you're already ahead. Okay, just keep going, keep leveling up, and I am rooting for you all. Yeah, so that is it. It's time for your questions. So if you have questions, just drop them in the chat and we'll go through them together.
All right, thank you so much, Marvelous, for that wonderful session. Thank you so much, so much. See, she has done justice to this AI is coming to replace virtual
Thank
assistants.
you so
She,
much.
like, she did justice to everything. And one thing I would love to really, really reiterate is that she mentioned the fact that you should not, go all out learning all of those tools at once. No, start with one or two, at most three. At most three. Make sure you master it
Yes.
well. Yeah, before you now start, okay, exploring so many others. You understand? So right now we'll be taking our questions. We'll be taking our questions. I think I'll just go through it from here on my phone and read it out. So the first question is, as a virtual assistant, how do you improve in your humanity, especially if you have a different type of personality?
Sorry, please come again. As a virtual assistant, how will you what?
How do you improve in your humanity, especially if you have a different type of personality?
How do you improve your relationship if you have a personal
Human,
what?
your humanity. I think this person is trying to ask in respect to using AI. So he says, how do you improve in
Okay.
your humanity,
Okay.
especially if you have a different type of personality?
Okay.
Or okay,
How do you? I would just say you should try to. No, please go ahead. I think you just add more points to that question so I can understand better.
I wanted to tell the person that had the question to um try to explain better in what aspect so that she can fully answer
Explain
your
better.
question.
Yes. Okay.
Someone that
Okay.
please can you help us to
Okay.
um
So, but okay, maybe we can take the next question. Please, right?
all right, so I
That
have another question
works.
in my. How can professionals maintain their unique and personal expertise while still heavily using AI tools? Did you get that?
How? What?
How can professionals maintain their unique and personal expertise while still heavily using AI tools?
Okay. How can you maintain your own? To be honest, right? You need to understand that. Number one, a lot of people already know that you use AI, right? So it cannot be ruled out. We're not in the stone age. We're in the artificial intelligence age. That's what we are in. We're in the AI age. So a lot of people already know you use AI. That's number one. If you establish that, then you understand that you, as an individual, you have to do your own thing, right? What do I mean by doing your own thing? You need to understand that you have to factor in your own thought. How do you write? Some people don't even know how to write on a normal day. How do you write? How do you talk? All of it would help you know what to do better. So if you're struggling to be able to speak right now, engage with people more. Have proper conversations. Some of you, the way you write already, you write a so when AI now gives you a note, you
Mm,
don't even know what to change. You don't know what to adjust. Some don't know how to use punctuation marks, all of those things. So it starts with you. You have to build yourself to be able to know how to also leverage AI. Okay, so what I would say it starts with you. Look into the mirror, talk to yourself every day, speak better, write better, read more. So all of these things will help you to be able to understand how to use AI very well as well. So it starts with you. Okay, so work on yourself, then you can be able to know how to maximize your AI to the fullest.
yeah, so basically start with you, work on yourself. Thank you for doing justice to that question. And another question is, how can one leverage cultural contextual intelligence as a human superpower?
Okay, how
How
can you
can one
leverage
leverage cultural
cultural intelligence?
and contextual intelligence as
Okay,
a human
so for
superpower?
example, I'll give you a very simple example. My client is in Nigeria, stays in diaspora, she stays in K. There are times that we have conversations and we are just trying to meet up. Because there are certain things I know. I'm an Igbo person, she's Yoruba. Because there are certain things I know about the culture, I'm able to relate with her. There are times where there are certain words I use. Maybe she says, oh, she's exhausted today. I can just say, "Belema, well done, ma, you're doing amazing." All of those little touches, AI doesn't know it. That's where human feel comes in. That's where she feels like she's interacting and not a bot. Do you understand? So when we say leveraging culture and knowing when to bring in that cultural aspect of things to your work. Oh, like my client, she said, "Oh, I'm looking for where I'll eat correct swallow." Right? I had to ask questions like, "Oh, I know that these are the soups you take in your culture, right? So what the ones I take should I recommend for you?" She said, "Why not?" I recommended somewhere. She was happy. I was happy. I collected my pay. She's happy. I'm working for her. We are good. AI cannot do that. Are we together? AI cannot do that. AI cannot have that conversation with her. AI doesn't have that cultural dynamics. So that's where you come in as a virtual assistant. So when it comes to culture, try to chip it in. If it's someone who is maybe in Arab, for example, no matter how little Arabic language, chip it in from time to time. That's what we're talking about. Culture, language, all of those things, integrate them from time. It's going to save you your client relationship. You would know, you may not understand now until when you start working with those kind of clients, you get it better. So yes, that's the best way to explain it.
Yeah, that's just it. That's just it. You did justice to that question. The next question is, as a health professional starting out in the medical virtual assistant, how do you position yourself to get clients?
As a health
Okay.
professional, how do you position yourself to get clients? I would say show up more online. Okay, show up more online. First of all, you need to show up first to even know your health, your healthcare virtual assistant, or that's the niche you choose. If you don't show up, there's no how we'll be able to see you to work with. Are we together? So you need to show up more. So when you're showing up, let us know that you're not just any virtual assistant. Now, let me just say something real quick. There's a very thin line between niching down and boxing yourself in, right? What do I mean? If someone says, "Oh, I've niched down, I'm a healthcare virtual assistant," for example, it means that they can be able to handle healthcare related topics, health related tasks. They can be able to have conversations in line with that. That does not mean that the basic admin tasks that virtual assistants do. That's not what it means, okay? So if you hate a virtual assistant, how can you leverage that niche? Show up more online, engage and in that field already. They're the ones who need your service. In tech, I will not need your service as a healthcare virtual assistant because I don't need you for anything. I'm not going to see your value. So the people who would see your value are those sector, those who are in the medical field. They are the ones who will see your value. They're the ones who will want to work with you. So what you can do is to what? Show up more online, build your social media presence, make sure that anything you talk about, you make let the niche you've chosen, post about it. Whatever tasks you do, bring it down to the health and medical aspect. Post about it. Engage with people who are in that aspect. We can know what you do by what you show us. If you don't show us, we would not know. Okay, so yes, and talk about that aspect of your work more. That way, we'll be able to know and we can be able to hire you or refer you for any opportunity at all.
Yeah, thank you so much. In short, market yourself shamelessly. Like, talk about yourself, show up online shamelessly, talking about this is what you do, this is the aspect of virtual assistant you are into. So for more explanation about that first question, so it said according to the title, okay, let me try to look for this. As a virtual assistant, how do you improve in your humanity, especially if you have a different type of personality? So he said, according to the types of personality, sanguine, choleric, melancholic, phlegmatic, you said humanity will be our advantage. So how do you improve on your humanity so that you can be better? Did you get that? Marvelous.
No, no, I didn't. I didn't. Please, can you come again?
Okay, like a follow-up explanation on that first question. Did you remember?
Can you
Did you remember the first question?
think the network is a big glitch?
Marvelous. Hi,
Yes.
Marvelous. Are you there?
Sure.
Yes, so he now further explains according to the types of personality that we have, like generally, we have the sanguine, we
Can you
have
hear
the
me?
choleric. I can hear you.
Mm.
I can hear you. Can you hear me as well? Wow. I Are we still here? Please, can I get reaction if you can still hear me? Let me get reaction. Hello. Okay. I think Marvelous is back.
Can you hear me?
Marvelous, yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me as well?
Okay. Yes. I remember the first question. Please
So
just go over it again.
the the process further explained that according to the types of personality, like generally that we have the sanguine, we have the choleric, we have the melancholic, and we have the phlegmatic. You said humanity
Is it
will
this
be our advantage. So how do you improve on your humanity so that you can be better?
this is class to personality types class, Abby? You want me to teach you personality type before we now have the class? God, I beg you. Okay. All right, let me take the question. Let me take the question. According to your personality types, to be honest, different personality types involves the it actually will affect how you relate to people. That's the truth. I, for example, I'm a sanguine, right? I'm a sanguine and a choleric. So the sanguine, it's easy for me to relate to people. I can just see someone and I'll greet you. Ah, how far? How are you doing? The next day we are talking. A phlegmatic will not do that. They would rather sit at home,
Yeah,
read a book, watch a movie, Netflix and chill. They don't go anywhere. They are two different things. So if already I would not call it disadvantage, but if already your personality type is not the one that is very friendly and active, the best you can do is to train yourself. Because when it comes to handling clients, you need to be bubbly. There are times they need to know that you are actually genuinely happy working with them. There are times you need to stir their spirits up. And there's some other times that you just shut up. You don't have to be yapping and talking. You just swallow what you have to say. So for the personality types, I would say everything should start with you. You have friends. If you don't have friends, make friends. Start with them, okay? Start engaging with them. Start talking with them better. The more you do it, the better you get for yourself before your clients. So you have to make it a thing of duty that you want to get better. Then you improve it, you work on it, and that way the difference will be very, very clear when you get a client. So yes, I don't have any practical step. I'll say step one, do this, step two. No. I'll just say work on yourself, okay? Work on yourself, identify your strengths and your weakness based off the personality types, and leverage on your strengths. If your strength as a sanguine is that you're bubbly, you're friendly, leverage on it, feel really peace with you when you're talking. Once in a while, crack jokes in between. Oh man, you look beautiful today, your wig is looking beautiful, your hair looks good. If it's a man, no, no. But then, you can just add all of that in between. You can add all of that in between. But that's what will help your personality type. If you're a phlegmatic who you're always in your shell, please come out of the shell, oh, break the shell and come out. Okay. But don't let your personality type hinder you from getting a client or make you lose a client. That doesn't have any business with your work as a virtual assistant. If you're somebody who you're always quiet, you don't need it as a virtual assistant. Hunger will kill you. Hunger will knock on your door. If you know you want to make it in this field, you want to be up and doing. Like, to be honest, personality has nothing to do with what you are doing in this field. Drop your personality at home. Do your work in whenever you face when you face your laptop. Do your work. When you close your system, you shut down. You can continue with your personality type in your house. Yes. So that's it.
see, that, that's just it. And I would actually love to add to that, using myself as an example. So I think sometimes, I think early this year or something, I was on a call with a very, like, an old time friend, and she was like, amongst all of us, if they told her that I'll be the person doing this kind, like that have chosen this career path, as a VA, you have to be all out. You cannot say you are a VA and you are an introvert. Yeah, no, 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 no. You have to
Yeah.
be all out. You have to be all out. Judging by my personality, I just want to be myself. I don't want to even be seen. I don't even want to post or no. I'm not. I'm not that person. But in this career path that I have chosen, I had to, work for myself to be all out, to show up online. So you have to really, really work on yourself to show up. So there is another question. For someone who has never used AI tools before, what simple starting point would you recommend to begin leveraging AI productivity? I think she even answered that.
Okay, check slide. What slide was that? Let me see. Slide 16, right? Check slide 16. I gave you a strategy there. I just mentioned the different AI types you can use for the major use cases, the major activities will handstand. So, so just start from there. Excuse me. Just start from there, okay? If it's report writing, you have it there. If it's research, you have an AI there I recommended. If it's for creating content, yeah, as well. So just start from that slide. That's the best answer I can give to that question, okay? You don't have to use everything. If you learn how to use ChatGPT and use ChatGPT very well, that's fine. You must not use everything, but at least you need to understand that different AI has what the different functionalities they are best known for. If I want to generate an image, I go to Gemini, right? If I want to
Okay.
work on different heavy tasks, I go to Claude AI. If I want to make a research, I use Jenny AI. If I want to, if I want to map out content ideas or random topic discussions, I use ChatGPT. Okay. If you want to
Yeah.
design carousels or graphics, you have Canva AI for you. If you want to work on a database, content calendar, you have Notion AI. So every AI has its own peculiar purpose. All you need to do is to
Yeah.
identify it and use it. And they have similar interfaces, so you don't have anything to worry about that. You have to come and sit down and start learning. Oh, where will I prompt it? Where will I drop the word? No, they have a very simple, easy, friendly user interface. So please explore. Yeah, explore.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that. I have one more question here. Please, if you have more
Mm.
questions, you can drop it in the live chat so that it will be attended to. So, what specific human skills will become more valuable as AI becomes more integrated into business operations?
Number one, emotional intelligence. In fact, I'm of the opinion that emotional intelligence should be added one of the courses we do in school now. Because a lot of people, there are
Yeah.
people who are intelligent upstairs, but emotionally, minus 1/100, they are owing us 1 mark. That is, they are below zero, to be honest. I see people who don't know how to read the room, right? You can be talking about what's happening to you, and the person is like, I better get up, you're not dying. After you're not lying down, I'm like, so I have to lie down and be crying and be rolling before you know that something is wrong with me. It happens. So emotional intelligence is one skill that will distinguish you amongst other virtual assistants. Being emotionally intelligent means being in touch with your emotions, knowing how to handle people, knowing how to work with people. There are times where people will tamper with your emotion, they'll make you angry. You want to react, but then remember that you have one work. Oh, even if you have three, this client is paying you, you respect yourself and swallow that your
Respect.
emotion, you swallow that your pride. You swallow it and you sit down there and do the work. Then you want to say something and you refrain yourself from saying it's not because if you say it, anybody will beat you. No, but it's not just the right thing to do, right? That is going to diminish your presence as a professional, which you are. So emotional intelligence is number one skill. If you don't have it, please work on it. Try your best to build it. It's going to help you in the long run. Now, the second skill you need to know and have as a virtual assistant is communication. The virtual assistant who, for example, your client, you have a meeting with your client by 8 a.m. and your client says, oh, I would like this done and submitted before end of business. And maybe you're doing 8 to 5. So virtual assistants will not reach out to their clients till 5 o'clock. You're one step away from losing that client. What does communication mean? At every step in time, give them feedback. They don't want to feel like this person is playing, then by 5, they'll just submit something to me. They want to know what you're doing. They want to be leveraging your time. So communication involves and entails that you should be responsible in talking. You should be responsible in giving updates. You should be responsible in dropping reports. Oh, this is the step I am in now. Ma, this is what I've done. I will give you a feedback in the next 2 hours on how far I've gone with it. Oh, I've started this. I've been able to find three of this research you asked me to make. I'm trying to get the fifth one. Let them know you're doing something. Okay. So communication is not just talking, even writing. You see those of you that use short forms, you need to stop it. If after this webinar you keep doing it on your own, no. How are you? You write AW, RU. Don't do that. The more you do it personally, the more you can do it for your clients. There's a very thin line between your personal life and your professional life. Right? Right now, even when I'm sending an email to my friends, I write professionally. Hi, Mavi. This is the attached document to the file that both of us discussed yesterday. Kind regards, Marvelous, full stop. It's an email. It's for professional purposes. When we want to chit chat, we can go to WhatsApp. On X, we can do banter. But when it comes to professionalism, be a professional and be a professional to the core. Don't mix it with some rough play. No, don't do that. Okay. So communication is very, very important. And the last but not least is adaptability. Okay, we cannot talk
Mm.
about it enough. Adaptability. There are people who don't know. You have a client in a different time zone and you're trying to adapt. Please, you have to do it quickly. If you want to keep that client, you have to do it very fast. Okay, you have to be someone who, if you get to a green grass, you can change your color to be green. If you get to red power, to red. If they say if you come here, the only thing you eat here is gari, you eat gari, even if you don't like it. You have to be adaptable. Okay, if your clients, oh, I prefer you use ClickUp over Trello for project management, go and learn how to use ClickUp. Don't start telling them, oh, Trello is also good. You know, if I use Trello, you like it. They don't need that. They don't come convince them. Don't do it. Go and learn the ClickUp. Okay, when you've learned ClickUp, you can now come and tell them, oh, this is what ClickUp can do. Trello can also do this. But let them not know and catch you outside that you don't know how to use the ClickUp they say you should use. Don't wash your dirty linen outside, okay? So adaptability is very, very important. So I would say number one, emotional intelligence, number communication, and number three, adaptability.
All right. Thank you so much, Marvelous. You did great justice to that question. Thank you. So, do we still have more questions? Do we still have more questions? So, Marvelous, like, give us like like a wrap up in the absence of
Okay,
questions. Yeah,
okay.
the last one.
I would say number one, I hear a lot of times where people ask questions like, what are the tools I need to know? How many tools should I know? How many tools should I know? Should I learn everything? Should I just learn two or three? Where should I start from? And I just want to address that, right? Before I give final words. Please, as a virtual assistant, it's important for you to have knowledge of many skills, but the truth is that you are most likely not going to know how to use all. That's the truth. There's some tools I'll call here that even if you've gone through academies, you've learned, you will not still know them. There are tools that even me myself, I don't know. Every day I wake up. The other day I was talking to my virtual assistant friend and I hopped on a call, we were talking, and she said, oh, have you heard of this tool? I was like, which one is this one again? They won't get tired. We're still trying to learn ClickUp for project management. People are talking of Monday.com. We're trying to learn Monday.com. People are talking of System.io for email marketing. We're trying to learn, like, do you get, we're trying to learn System.io. You're talking about Mailstar. You're talking of Mailchimp. Like, is for tools? They will not end. Yes, tools will keep coming. But one thing I want to let you know is that you see that one you know how to use, learn it and learn it very well. Whatever skill you have, whatever knowledge of tool you know it. I know it and get to a point where it will wake you up from sleep without watching any YouTube video, without consulting AI. You can use the tool and deliver the job. Okay, so learn it and learn it very well. Whatever professional skill you have, don't let it slip you off your hands. When you have seminars organized, when you have programs organized, attend. As a virtual assistant, learn to spend your money to learn. I know people will not like one, but learn to spend your money to
Tell
learn.
them.
Spend your like and honestly, spend your money to learn. Because the truth is that most times you see all those paid webinars, those things you pay for, the lot of hidden value you will get in between. So if you find webinars like this that they say, oh, come and learn for, you're not meant to think twice. You're meant to go to your village, use a town crier, tell them to gather and learn. This is where you're meant to be. Because they're put on by often. So when you see them, grab them with two hands. I always say it every now and then. Anytime I get the opportunity to speak to virtual assistants, upskilling is not an option. Okay, it's a necessity. Oh, I learned in this academy, so let me fold my arms. No, currently I have three courses I'm taking. Three courses. One is on project management using Trello, another is on project management using Jira, and that one is on N8N AI agents. I'm learning all of these courses. Why? I want to upskill. If I say, oh, right now I have about three certificates already. I have a certificate on how to use AI. I have another one on virtual assistants, about two of them. If I say, oh, I have this certificate and let me just relax, you get outdated. And you know, an old cargo does not stand where new cargoes are, right? you get outdated, you are going to,
Oh,
a lot of knowledge you have will fall through the cracks. So please learn to upskill. Every opportunity you get to learn, learn. Make YouTube your best friend. So when you say, oh, I don't have the money, that's fine. But I start learning. Me and YouTube, we are 5 and 6. Yes. You see that time you used to chat with your best friend? I don't have that kind of time. Oh. It's me and YouTube. People are sleeping by 1 a.m. I'm on YouTube. I'm like, you see my till now, if you see my YouTube downloads, I have a lot of videos. How to use Microsoft Outlook, how to use Trello, how to use Jira, what is the importance of project management, how do you get started in like there are a lot of videos, tutorials, so many of I still watch them before I go to teach, before I go to tutor, before I attend webinars or events, I go back to go and read from other people. Oh, what's this person saying? There's a knowledge you will gain from others. Don't assume that you know it all. That's the worst thing you can do for yourself as a virtual assistant. The moment you begin to assume that you know it all and you don't see a need to upskill, you are already falling into the drain. And it's only the grace of God that will take us to pull you out. Okay? So just keep learning, keep upskilling, learn to bring out your money and spend as virtual assistant. You must not know all the tools, but those ones you know it and know it well. And last but not the least, learn AI prompting. Learn AI prompting. Learn AI prompting. Learn AI prompting. I'm going to say it again. Learn AI prompting. The difference between a virtual assistant who leverages AI and you who is struggling with AI is your prompt. What is a prompt? A prompt is a simple instruction you give to your AI to use to function. Remember, AI is programmed. It's not like a human being that you say, "Oh, this chair is on the or is turned upside down." The human being will sit and turn it up. No, AI is not like that. If you ask AI, give me a list of email marketing newsletters or people's emails I can send to, it will give you a list though. If you don't verify, some of those lists may not be correct. Why?
ah,
It's programmed. You say give me list, it give you list. But by the time you become more specific in your problem, provide me 20 email addresses of teenagers based in the UK that I can send out newsletters to, and they want to read tech related information. See, you have not only given AI a prompt, you've given it a particular area, it's the teenagers you've mentioned, you've given it a scope, you've given it a location. Every single thing should be exact. When you're speaking to AI, be specific. AI is not a mind reader. It's not a human being that will say, ah, it's like I annoy this person, let me go apologize. No, AI is not like that. So you need to be specific when it comes to your prompts. Be very, very detailed when it comes to your prompts, okay? So if you're here and anywhere you hear that they are saying, we are teaching prompting, carry your 2 legs and go and learn. Go to YouTube, learn prompting. In fact, you can use AI to learn prompting. That's another thing I came to realize. You can go to Claude AI, go to ChatGPT, say, oh, I want to learn how to prompt better, right? Ask ChatGPT, assuming you're a professional virtual assistant who wants to work, and you want AI to do this for you, what kind of prompt can you give? ChatGPT will give you a prompt that will suit it. It will give you a prompt that will help it as an AI tool to deliver on the spot. So that's why you should not misuse your prompt. Okay, so please, as a virtual assistant, learn prompting. It will do you a lot of favor. Now, the last but not the least, don't be overly obsessed with money, especially when you're starting out. Yes, I know. We're all looking for that dollar paying client. We're looking for that dollar paying gig. We're looking for $3,000 per month. If you give me, I'll collect. I'll not tell you no. I'm looking for who pay $5,000 per month. Even if you just make management and do for you, I'll collect gladly. But see, don't get to that point where you're so obsessed that you bring down your values, that you don't value what you have. Okay, if you have a client who says, "Oh, I'm going to 200,000 per month, 100,000 per month," deliver and deliver excellently well. Okay, so I have a motto for myself: rather not take the job if I'll not deliver. But if I take the job, then I'm going to deliver and deliver excellently well. If I want to do it, I'll do it and give my best. If I don't want to do it, I will tell you that I'm not doing. You will not beat me. We are all grown up. Somebody will beat you. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. It's better you don't do it than you take the job and you don't do a mediocre something. Okay, don't do a job like that. You're spoiling your own self-image, and most times it will backfire to you because your clients are now, they will not even trust you to recommend you to others. Okay, a lot of opportunities I've gotten as a portfolio creator came by recommendation. People just reach out to me. One person said, you did the portfolio for them, I saw the portfolio, it looked beautiful, can you do for me? I even hardly talk about it or advertise it, right? So please, whatever you're going to do it and do it very well. Okay. And the last but not the least, if you will not want something done person, your client gives you a job, you will not deliver in 2 days time like you said, there's no need of telling them that. It's better you say frame of 1 week than you now give them 3 days and they are all excited and then you dash their hopes. Please don't do that. They may not let you know,
Hmm.
but deep down in their mind, they are praying for the contract to get terminated so they can move on with their life. Okay. So please, all of these things are things that will help you. If you put them in place, I believe that God will help you. Above all, whatever religion you are in, when you're done working with your client, go back to your birthplace and go and pray and ask God to help you, because only God has to help you. In this field we are in, is God. Your clients can wake up to me and say, I'm not doing again. They can wake up to me and deliver, and they can. I saw a post someone made. Her client, her highest paying client, just suddenly fell sick. This person pays her over $3,000 per month, and this person fell sick. And right now, she has lost that client. So you have to pray for your client. So me, I used to pray for my own clients. God, please, this person cannot be paying me and they are sick. Why? Please let them keep prospering, because me, I need my money. Right? So pray and ask God to help you. Ask God to give you
All
clients. Give you good clients. Yes, clients that will not stress you. There are clients that will stress you. You will do work like this, they will stress you. You will not believe it that is stress. The stress will reach on your forehead. You'll be asking yourself, who sent me? Right? So you have to pray. Whatever religion you are, when you're done, go back and go and pray, ask God to help you, because at the end of the day, it's God that helps us. At the end of the day, it's God that helps us. We can give you 1 million strategies, but the truth is that when I give you the strategies, I implement the strategies. When I go home in my closet, I need that I ask God to help me. That's my own number one strategy. Oh. So whenever you're done with everything, when all is said and done, when you've showed up in public, you're on LinkedIn, you're building on X, you're posting about what you're doing, that prayer, co-important. That does what people say. It's very important too. It's very, very important. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. So I'll close out
things.
with all the don't ever feel behind. Don't come anybody's own. Everybody's journey is unique. Some people start out with 1,000 paying dollar clients. Some start out with 50,000, and along the line they make it big. Don't compare your journey to another person's own. If you see someone who is doing well, avoid competition, collaborate, reach out to them, speak with them, learn from them, grow with. Competition will not take you any. You see competition. If you want to fail fast in this virtual assistant field, compete. Don't compete with anybody. It will not take you anywhere. Many people don't share their stories. People have losses, they will not tell you. So you be on the outside, look at them.
Yeah.
This person has bought wig, she has bought bone straight, they have the latest iPhone, they got a MacBook, they have 5,000 paying dollar clients, they're cashing out. It may not be the story. Oh. People just dress up and look good, so they don't carry their problems on their forehead. Okay. So avoid competition, collaborate, join virtual assistant communities, ask questions, like go to X, speak with people. Okay, go online, speak with people, make them your friends. Don't go and turn your helper into your enemy because you are competing. You're your own. All right, so please avoid competition, focus on collaboration, and I wish you all the best. All the best, guys. All the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Marvelous. A round of applause. Marvelous did so well. She did justice to all of our questions, and she's even advising us. So let's appreciate our sister in the live chat. I can't see our you people. Don't be an ingrate, oh. Oh yeah, let's keep it coming. Thank you so much, Marvelous. Thank you so much. Thank you for
Thank
honoring
you.
our invite. Thank you so much. We love you. Let's type we love you
I
in
love
the
you all.
chat. We love you, Marvelous. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Thank you.
We love you. We love you. Thank you so much, Marvelous. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
so we've
you.
come to the
I
end of
appreciate
day one of Global Summit. Marvelous, I think you can go first now. Yeah. So we've come to the end of the Global Summit day one. Did we get value? for this, I think this is like almost 2 hours. Did you get value? I want to. Did we get value? Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Emmanuel, don't love Mama Bello so. Yeah, yeah. We got so much value. We got so much value. And this is just day one. This is just day one. So I want to encourage you for I want to encourage us. We actually have a low turnout today. I don't know why, but tomorrow make sure you help your friends on the group where you people gist and all of those things. Help them, tell them to join. 8 p.m. tomorrow we have another amazing speaker. See, you see this lineup of speakers. Eh, it was okay. Don't let me talk about that. We have another amazing speaker tomorrow, Blessing Owunari George, and she'll be doing justice to another aspect where we have a lot of questions and all of that. So please make sure you are in attendance. So if you have not registered, please ensure that you register, and that is because there's a certificate of attendance that will be given to you. Your registration makes it very easy for you to get yours. It makes it very easy. So also don't forget to drop everything you learned during this session. We'll be dropping the social handle of the speaker and the summit on the group immediately after this live ends. So see you guys tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.